Everyone thinks the property window just closed. Interest rates went up, headlines are screaming. APRA tightening lending rules, and most investors did the same thing at the same time. They froze. They told themselves, I'll just wait for things to calm down. That one decision, that's what I call the 2026 trap. Because historically, the biggest money in property is never made when the things feel safe. It's made when uncertainty scares most people away. And that's exactly where we are right now. Let me explain why this moment matters and why waiting could cost you years. First, let's get something straight. Interest rates are not the real story. They're loud, they're emotional, but they're not what's actually blocking buyers. The real shift happened quietly. On February 1st, APRA changed rules. Not a press conference, not front-page news. Just a line item that changed everything. Banks are now capped. Only 20% of new loans are allowed to exceed 6 times the household income. That's called a DTI limit, debt to income. And this single rule is doing more damage to buyers than any interest rate hike could ever do. Let me show you the math in simple terms. If your household earns $150K a year, not long ago you could borrow close to $1 million. Under the new rules, your borrowing power drops to around $900K. That's $100,000 gone instantly. No warning, no negotiation. And here's the most important part. That loss doesn't hurt everyone equally. For average buyers, first-timers and emotionally driven owner-occupiers, this kills deals. They fail serviceability, they shrink their budgets, or they step back completely. But for high-income earners, strategic investors, and people who understand the property cycles, this creates something so powerful. A moat. Competition thins out, fear clears the room, and quality assets quietly change hands. This is where most people misunderstand the market. They think demand disappears. It doesn't. It just pauses and then compresses. Because supply hadn't improved. In fact, supply is worse than ever. We are not building enough homes. Construction approvals are down. Labor costs are up. Developers are shelving projects. And in infill suburbs, there is no second chance. Once land is gone, guess what? It's gone. You can't manufacture more waterfront properties. You can't create more inner-ring suburbs. You can't build later in fully developed locations. That's why places like inner Brisbane and Applecross in Perth matter. These aren't speculative areas. These are lifestyle long-term owner-occupier magnets. And even with the high interest rates, they're still growing. Perth house prices rose 12.8%. Brisbane is pushing close to 11% annual growth. That's what's happening during tightening, which should immediately make you pause and ask, if prices are rising now, what happens when pressure is removed? Now, let's talk about the other side of the equation, rentals. Because this is where most people completely miss the safety net. Affordability is under record strain. People can't buy, not because they don't want to, but because they can't pass serviceability. So what do? They rent. Vacancy rates are collapsing nationwide. Adelaide is near 1%. Perth is sitting at 0.7%. That's not tight, that's extreme. And when vacancy rates fall, rents rise. National rents are up 5.8% year on year. Town units just jumped over 15%. This matters because rents absorb rate pressure. If mortgage costs rise, rents rise with them. Just delayed. That's why investors don't wait for comfort. They enter before owner-occupiers return to the market. Because here's what history shows us every single cycle. When rates finally pause, not even drop, confidence snaps back. All the buyers who waited suddenly rush in. Borrowing caps are already set. Supply hasn't improved and prices surge fast. KPMG is forecasting 7.7% national growth. Perth could see 13%. Brisbane near 11%. And that's with the rates still elevated. So imagine what happens when the sentiment flips. This is why timing feels uncomfortable now and obvious later. People always want to buy when it's easy. But when it's easy, it's expensive. When rules tighten, when headlines scare people, that's when the real money is made. The biggest pain point right now isn't the interest rate, it's serviceability. Banks are stress testing loans at close to 9% interest rates. If your numbers are tight, you're already left out, which means the buyer pool in 2026 will be much more smaller, more qualified and more strategic. That's the window. Myself and Liviti, we don't just invest based on headlines. We invest based on cycles. We map your first investment to the second, to long-term portfolio scale. That's the key. We use data to identify these infill suburbs with land constraints, rental pressure, and long-term demand. For expats and foreign investors, we handle FIRB lenders, walk through everything. You make the decisions. We secure assets before they hit the public market through our extensive agent network. Because by the time a property is obvious, it's already expensive. That's the 2026 market. It's not loud, it's not euphoric, it's quietly moving. Interest rates are the noise. Supply is the signal. Rental demand is at peaks. APRA is filtering the crowd. If you wait until it feels safe, you wait years and pay more. If you're ready to act before the rush, then click the link below. Book a one-on-one strategy session and let me map out your position in this cycle and beat the curve together. And if I could leave you with one final thing, that'd be this. Houses that are in high demand when it was easy are not the same when the rules are hard. What does that mean? If something is hard to obtain when it's easy, it means it's easier to obtain when it's hard. So start thinking outside the box. What properties are going to increase in value when times get easy? And think about it, what does everyone want? Do waterside, waterfront properties? The properties right near schools, right near transport? The properties where there's no land left? These are your keys. While everyone is trying to go inland, where there's more and more land becoming available, the smart investors, what our clients are doing, they're quietly stepping up where land can never be replicated. You can't replicate land on the East Coast near the water. You can't replicate land right near the public school. You can't replicate the land right near the new school, near the new shopping centre, near transport. These are the keys. If you want to know more and you want to tune into more videos about this, subscribe, click the link below, and I'll see you on our next video.